So now that we've covered the tactics or tools for inbound and outbound, how do you successfully integrate the two strategies? The secret to integration is planning across the customer experience. You want to build bridges across media functions and silos and construct your marketing plan as a whole, considering how to move the customer along his or her buying process. So, this presentation wouldn't be complete without my little tips. So here are tips on integrating your inbound and outbound strategies. One is developing a cohesive messaging strategy. So you want to make sure that your messaging retains your brand voice throughout the length of the prospect's buying journey. And at the same time, ensuring the topics and pain points you are addressing are relevant to your prospect's personas and stage of their journey. You also want to make sure that you track key metrics across the journey. You need to consider metrics like cost per leads and lead to sales or lead to opportunity conversion rates, and connect your marketing performance to sales. Tip number 3, plan your content. Content assets are used to attract prospects to your brand, and they make a compelling offer to stimulate response in outbound strategies. You also want to make sure that your sales team has access to your content so your messaging is consistent and they can provide relevant content for some of the discussions that they're having live with prospects. 4, make sure you're considering the source and activity from inbound leads before you're transitioning into outbound tactics. Take the time to meet with your sales team to see which actions from inbound are more likely ready for a conversion and nurture, and serve retargeting ads to the rest of your prospects to warm them up. This is really going to help align sales and marketing teams. And lastly, tip number 5 is develop an integrated mindset. There really should be no walls between inbound and outbound strategies. They both contribute the opportunity to attract, convert, and expand customer relationships. All right, so I know I've probably talked too fast and I've covered a ton of information today, but I'd like to wrap things up with talking about how to measure the success of your efforts. And the best place to start when defining your metrics for success is to set clear goals for what it is you want to do. Do you want to generate leads? Do you want to build awareness? Do you want to increase your lead to opportunity conversions? Or are you focusing more on retaining and expanding the contracts of your existing customer base? So, step 1 is just clearly defining what your primary goal is, and then map your objectives to the different stages in the buyer's journey, as I've illustrated here on the screen. You can notice here that there's different objectives, and the objectives become more detailed and specific to the particular stage of the buyer's journey. You're more likely to focus on site visitors and traffic in the earlier stages of the funnel from inbound tactics and conversions and engagement later in the funnel from outbound efforts. And once you've identified those goals, you'll want to include a time period for when they should be met, and then share these goals and timelines with your entire team so everyone knows what their objectives are and how they can contribute to that overall strategy. So, remember, it's a team effort internally, and it's a team effort with utilizing both inbound and outbound strategies.